I didn't think I would have to do a follow-up to this commentary that I did about Bowen Turner, but I've coined a phrase, and to be honest, I say I'm coined the phrase, but I'm not sure if I did or if I didn't. I guess we'll find out at a later time if someone else came up with it before me, but I'm using it right here. As y'all know, I actually did this with my most recent video surrounding Ezra Miller, but I've actually said this before on my channel, and it's called Operation Protect the White Boy. And the last time I talked about Bowen Turner was the more recent one where he pretty much got all the charges against him dropped, or he was found not guilty of everything he was accused of. Well, now they've taken it a step further, and I actually mentioned this in the commentary that I did about him previously, that they got to look out for his future. And sure enough, this article that I'm going to read from WIS-TV is basically saying the same exact thing that I said before, that they got to protect and look out for his future. But they took it a step further. That is an even more insult and slap in the face to his victims. But I'm going to go ahead and get into it. 3 families of women who say they were sexually assaulted victims are asking a judge to broaden a restraining order after they say the accused man's parents reached out to them. Sarah Ford, an attorney with the South Carolina Victim Assistance Network, filed the request Thursday to modify a permanent restraining order issued against Bowen Gray Turner to include Turner's parents, Walter and Jennifer Turner, and their family, in order to prevent them from communicating or attempting to communicate with the victims and their families directly or indirectly. So you're hearing there that the restraining order was only limited to Bowen Turner, but it was not extended to his family, including his parents. And according to the victims, his parents were reaching out to them. Why? I have no clue. Your son is off the hook. Why are you reaching out to the victims? But I think that this article is going to go hopefully explain a little bit more into what it is. Like, the victims of this guy, they literally are left out on their own. They are literally left to fend for themselves. That's why I told you they have no problem. I said their code is so bad and so wicked that they will use their code to throw each other under the bus. I said, we know how they feel when it comes to us, but y'all are getting an inside look of how they do each other. Remember, I just did a very long video about that doctor in Ohio who was responsible for 14 people dying from fentanyl overdoses. And as far as we know, all of them were PC. Turner, who was currently 19 years old, faced multiple first-degree criminal sexual conduct charges. He was accused of sexually assaulting a teenager in June of 2019 in Orangeburg County, while out on bond for sexually assaulting a different teenager just months before in Bamberg County in October of 2018. Court documents show he was also accused of sexually assaulting a third teenager before that in April of 2018 in Calhoun County. Earlier this month, as a part of a deal with the prosecutors, Turner pled guilty to a lesser charge of first-degree assault and battery and was sentenced to 5 years of probation. A permanent restraining order granted to the families of 3 victims stated Turner was prohibited from abusing, threatening to abuse, or molesting the victims or members of the victims' families, from entering or attempting to enter their homes, places of work or education, or attempting to communicate with the victims or their families. Court documents filed Thursday, however, allege that the mother of one of the victims, Michelle Stoller, was contacted on April 13th by a man whose voice she did not recognize, stating he was reaching out on behalf of Bowen Turner. The individual apologized on Bowen Turner's behalf and indicated that he has a bright future that is being dampened by the Stoller family sharing their story with the media, court documents state. Ms. Stoller expressed that her family was sharing the story of her late daughter Dallas and that Dallas's legacy was their focus. The document also alleged that Carl Stoller, Dallas Stoller's father, received 2 phone calls on April 16th that caller ID labeled as coming from Jennifer Turner. So there's your thing right there. They said that they had to look out for his future and to basically be quiet. Like, don't go around talking about this case anymore. Everything has been done. It's a done deal. Stop talking about it. Yes, he's on 5 years of probation, but you know, that's the least. Don't continue to bring it up as if what he did was so bad, because all he got was probation. He got probation because I'm sure that they bought that probation. It's not like it was given to him because he actually, that's what he should have gotten. They practically bought that sentencing. He didn't deserve it. And like I said, he didn't earn it. But listen to what allegedly the family is telling the victims' families to stop talking about it. You're going to ruin our son's future. And then they said the dad got 2 phone calls that allegedly came from his mother. So his mother and his father both ain't shit just like he is. It's a trifecta of ain't shitness going on in that family. And like I said, this is PC versus PC. What did I tell y'all before? Their code is so bad that they'll throw their own under the bus in order to what? Protect imagery like this. Hence why I call it Operation Protect the White Boy at all costs. They're doing it with him. They're doing it with Ezra Miller. They did it with that doctor in Ohio. And all 3 of them are what? PC males of various ages.